Hey guys, it's Jim at Starforge Sabers coming at you live. So we just wanted to introduce you guys to the Warp Shadow. We have the absolute first, other than the video that we've already shared, we actually have the prototype in hand. As you guys can see, it is a bit bigger than it looks in that video. So here is the actual prototype. Now the whole thing is chromed, which is absolutely amazing. I love the fact that this whole thing has a chrome finish to it. So a couple of you guys have asked me, maybe not you specifically, but some people have reached out and asked me why we went with the solid back instead of having the black. The reason is because we're trying to emulate the new Quinlan Voss that we have seen in comics in the last couple of years. So we wanted to get that new look. The other thing is that if it's got a solid back, you can etch into it. So that little message that he left on Jabim in the Obi-Wan series, you can have someone etch it into the back of this. So it's solid chrome and you can do etchings into it. It's actually a really nice handle. We are going to be adding CoverTech a CoverTech wheel to the side of it because it's obviously going to be a we want it to be a nice belt hang. It's a little top heavy, but it's actually really nice. It feels really good to the touch. So we're going to go through the parts of this right now so you guys can see what we have to work with. So the emitter piece is fully removable, as is our switch section. So the way that the switch section works is the bottom black area and the switch are all connected. Okay, and then we have the shroud connected to the bottom, to the top of the grip. So the grip is actually connected to this shroud piece. And we went with the standard grip because this looks the most like the grip we were seeing a lot in comics. And the reason we went with this, and we've done a lot of discussion about this because we were discussing whether we should change the plain old bottom piece or not. The reason we went with the dual-sided pommel is because we're encouraging people to buy two and connect them as a staff. So there's your first part, your first intro to it. It's not on the full run yet. We don't have a full run of them yet. This is the final prototype before we actually go for a full run. Altogether, this is about, I would say, 14 inches. But in the most of the books, he's usually holding it two-handed and swinging with his top hand holding the top and the bottom hand holding the bottom for control. So we decided that was probably the easiest way to do it. So that's the Warp Shadow. We're going to be doing a lot more of these in the future. We do have a couple of other sabers that we are planning to come out in the very near future. We even have the Western New York Merc, which is an amalgamation of different parts and different pieces. So that being said, guys, keep liking the page, keep doing the following us because we're going to have a whole lot of stuff coming out. The biggest thing of all right now is that we want to make sure that everything is good to go for the holiday season as well as into next convention season. So when we go into the convention season, we're going to have this saber. We might also have our next exclusive with us. We are working very diligently to bring you guys another exclusive. What does this mean? This means that we are probably not going to be carrying a saber that we had at one of the conventions last year. we will still have the Ravager. We probably will not have the Acolyte, because this replaces the Acolyte and the a number of different sabers that we were working with. And the reason this is replacing it is because we want to start moving towards actually having exclusives. Now, a lot of you have been asking how heavy it is. This actually isn't that heavy. Like, you could swing this from right here and be very comfortable to use. As you guys can see, there's a good amount of saber after the grip, but this is comparable to like, what other sabers could we compare this to? Probably a single-sided maul, or one of the longer grip sabers like the Bushido, or one of those sabers from us. A lot of times the longer grip sabers are a lot more comfortable and a lot easier to use. This is definitely going to be the case with this. So we've got our wonderful exclusive right here. I'm just giving you guys a little preview of it. The back, like I said, is fully chromed. The whole handle is chrome, so fingerprint magnet, but also really kind of cool because we kind of wanted to go with a Nicholas. I kind of figured that. So there is one other cool thing that you can do with this. If you guys are in the saber community and you've heard of the, oh gosh, what was it? What are they? They're a specific saber. There's a lot of a lot of exposed aluminum like this on it. So what you can do is you can either try it yourself or find someone who's comfortable doing it, and you can etch into this beautiful back piecing here. We kind of wanted to bring that in as well. We brought in we were going to do a little bit differently. We were going to have the back pieces have the same as the front, and then have the sides with just one stripe of silver. But we decided to go with something a little different because we knew a couple of other companies had already done that one, and we kind of wanted to go our own direction with it. So we decided to go with something that would give you guys a little bit more to customize with than just the standard, which is definitely the case. So there's that. And we will talk to you guys a little bit later. Have a good day.